Hey guys. Hey, nice t-shirt. Hi. Hey, Belinda. All right. See, how's everybody feeling today? You guys good? So? Okay. Anybody need anything special today? Therapy? Brain therapy? Okay. Let's start in child's pose. Hey, Babette. Let's take a few breaths here. And start to walk the hands over to that right side. Lean the left hip away. These deep breaths into both sides of the rib cage. Then come on back to center and on over to the other side. Lots of length down one side, lots of compression on the other side. Nice. Come on back to center, guys. And then go ahead and grab a block. We're going to lay on our block for our psoas muscles to start with here today. So just one block laying on it on its mid height side, right in between the hips and the ribs, right in line with the belly button. So on the belly, right in between the hips and the ribs. So if it's on the ribs, it's going to be hard to breathe. If it's on the hip bones, it's not going to do anything. So right in between, right in that little soft spot that you're always trying to make super flat and hard. Good. Just breathe. See where you can soften, let those edges sink in. This is going to release those adhesions in the diaphragm where it's attached to the rib cage, and in the psoas muscles where we store cortisol. Psoas muscles are the primary store of all stress, and what they need is release, not stretching, not training, not working, but release. Just breathe. My timer's set, so I won't forget about you guys. If you like, you can maybe rock a little bit side to side, get those corners up in there. You never know. We're going to stare for one more minute. About three more long, slow, deep breaths. Yeah. Go ahead and move the block out from under you. Just lay on the belly. Nice. Just notice how that feels after it's taken away. We'll take that right arm out to the side and step back with the left foot. We'll come into that belly twist. This is so perfect after you lay on that block. So that block releases the psoas muscle, and then this does allow for that softening and lengthening all at the same time here. So just let both buns, maybe that left bun is going to make it all the way down, softening the waist. And breathe the same way. Should feel pretty good. About one more minute. Nice work, you guys. Go ahead and roll onto the belly. Turn the head to the other side. And we'll come right into this on the other side. Take that left arm out, step back with the right foot. Focus on softening at the waist. That length from the left shoulder down through the right hip, that X factor, getting lots of that nice length across opposite lines is super important. Breathe. Let that right bun sink a little bit closer to the floor. Just notice wherever it is that you're gripping and see if you can let that go, even temporarily. Nice. And last few breaths here. Nice work, you guys. Roll onto the belly and turn the head to the other side. Just take a couple of breaths here. Give that neck a little bit of a rest. Really good. Breathe into both sides of the rib cage. And kind of breathe into the belly. So you feel that belly push into the floor as you inhale. Nice. And then just go ahead and roll on over onto your back. We're going to use our block again here. And we'll start with it under the sacrum up into a supported bridge pose. So you can put it on its mid-height side or onto its highest side over time if you want to get those hips up a little bit higher. But get it right under the sacrum. A little bit lower, Babette. Yeah, there you go. So you can put yours up on its, yeah. How's that feel? We'll keep the knees bent. We'll just do a supported bridge pose here first. So maybe go a little bit higher. Maybe get that block up onto its highest side to begin with. We'll see. You got it. Nice, Diane. Looks good. Nice, Babette. That's awesome. Perfect, Nikki. Nice, Belinda. And you can just let the knees maybe hang out to the side, just letting everything soften. Yeah, that looks really good. Notice how the body moves as you breathe in this position. Really easy to do here. About 3 more breaths. Then you can flip your block onto its mid-height side here, move it down closer near the sit bones, and then straighten the legs and take the feet wide. So now we're just tilting the pelvis forward and now lengthening the psoas muscles where we released them originally with the block. You can move it down a little bit, Babette. Move that block down. That should feel better. And then take the feet wide. Perfect. You got it. We're just tilting the pelvis forward here. Nice. Breathe. We'll stay here for 1 more minute. Okay, you guys, go ahead and bend the knees and flip the block onto its flat side. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths, just bringing the hips down slowly. You can keep the knees bent or straighten the legs, totally up to you. Yep, flip that block. You got it, Nikki. And then bend the knees and just take that block out from under you. You can drop the knees in toward each other here and take the feet wide. Just that little bit of internal rotation on the femurs should feel pretty good right about now. And then bring the knees to the chest. Give the knees a little squeeze. You can rock side to side. Maybe take an easy twist, just drop the knees on over to that left side for a couple of breaths. Good. And then on over to the other side. And bring the knees back to center. Let's rock up and down the spine a few times. Notice any flat spots, try to smooth them out. We're going to roll all the way up and just come into a forward fold. Keep the feet about hip width apart and come as far forward as you can, tilting the pelvis forward. And then just let the back round and let the head hang. Nikki, you could put a block under your knees or that foam roller right there, actually. Grab that white thing and bend the knees just a little bit and then come forward. That's going to feel better. Mm-hmm. And breathe the same way. Breathe down into the low part of the ribs here. So now you're breathing, pushing that diaphragm down into the abdominal cavity as you inhale, and really teaching the diaphragm how to move as you breathe fully in this compressed position. About one more minute here. And then slowly start to walk the torso up. Use the hands, help the torso up, walk the hands back behind you, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can Drop the head back. When you squeeze the shoulder blades together, it engages the traps and kind of gives you your head something to rest on. Nice work. And then bend the knees and take the feet wide. We're just going to do a few of those little windshield wiper movements here. Drop the knees on over to one side and then the other. Let the pelvis move, softening at the waist, just like we did in that twist on the belly. Just really softening. Next time you find your knees on over to that right side, we'll stay here and then start to twist toward the left side. So you're just twisting away. Lots of internal spin on that femur or that left femur. Kind of gets that into the hamstring and the glutes here without doing a forward fold. And come back to center, and then we'll do that on the other side. Drop the knees on over to the left side. Start to twist toward the right. Follow through with the head. And come on back to center. Bring the knees back to center. And then go ahead and just straighten the legs here. Bounce the knees a little bit. Rock them side to side. And just let all of that go. And we're going to meet up at the wall. So slide toward the wall, just coming into a straddle. So there's no forward fold here. Focusing more on taking the feet wide. And then you can just maybe let the forehead rest on the wall or whatever. Only taking the feet as wide as you can. We'll shimmy closer and closer as we go. We'll stay here for maybe 3 minutes. Let me. Yep. That same breath here. Same awareness. Same breath. You can shimmy a little bit closer if you want to, or just stay right where you are. Nice, you guys. About 1 more minute. So to come out of this, guys, just use the hands to shimmy the hips away from the wall. Take your time, just shimmy a few inches at a time. Use the hands to lift the hips and scoot back. Yeah, no rush. And help the knees to bend. You can give them a little squeeze here. How's that feeling, you guys? Good. Okay, good. We're going to hang out at the wall and just working on our favorite thing, camel at the wall. So you can get your little extra padding under the knees if you like. Get the thighs all the way to the wall. Push the thighs and the hips into the wall. Lift up out of the pelvis. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then reach back for the heels. So you can tuck the toes under if you like, but go through this checklist first. Lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades so that the hands just kind of end up on the heels. You can keep the head up or drop the head back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together does give your head a platform to rest on in the traps. If you're not really squeezing the shoulder blades together, those traps don't elevate, so you really don't have that support for the head. So take your time with it. Push the thighs and the knees against the wall. They can't leave the wall. They have to touch the wall. Scoot those knees all the way to the wall. Keep going, Babette. I can see you. Okay, that's perfect. Good. And then lift up out of the pelvis, softening the low belly to get taller. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then reach back for the heels. Yep. Keep pushing everything into the wall. When you come up out of this, keep the thighs against the wall. Roll on up one vertebra at a time. If the head is back, let the head come up last, not first. Good. And then you can have a seat on the heels. We'll do this several times just at your own pace. Nice. You can do it a few times with that chin tucked. It does give you more range of motion in the thoracic spine if you keep the chin tucked. There's no pressure to drop the head back, but if you are squeezing the shoulder blades together, you do have like a little shelf for your head. Just how we're built. But instead of leaning back, push the hips into the wall and up. So you can do this with blocks instead. If your hands aren't quite reaching the heels, you can put a block next to either foot and have your hands reach back for the blocks instead. Totally up to you. Push the thighs and the pelvis into the wall and then lift up out of the pelvis and squeeze the shoulder blades together. So this allows you to reach up through the upper part of the chest. Nice, you guys. Nice, you guys. Hmm. When you come up out of it, push and roll on up nice and slow. There's no rush. Come on out of it and then have a seat on the heels. That looks good. Good. Maybe one more round. Good. Push the hips into the wall. Lift up out of the pelvis. You're drawing that low belly in and up toward the ribs, giving you all that extra length and softness. Good. Good. After that last round, you can just sit on the heels for a moment, do whatever you need to do. And then we're going to end up in just a standing forward fold. So you could just roll over the tops of the feet and lift the hips and end up just magically end up there. Good. You can cross the arms. Nice, Belinda. Thank you. Ooh, perfect. Keep the feet hip width apart. Maybe wider if you want. Nice and soft. You can cross the arms or just let them rest on the mat. Breathe. Good. Soften, let those shoulders relax. Let gravity do a little bit more of the work here. Good. 3 more deep breaths. You can take the toes out, maybe sink the hips or take the feet a little bit wider, and then we'll sink the hips and come into a squat. You can walk the hands out and around the back or lean forward under the forearms. Get even deeper into those ankles. And then you can bring the torso up. We'll get into some of those ankle rolls here. So start to roll into the arch of that foot. I'm going to start on my right side, roll through the top of the foot. So I end up facing toward the left entirely, and then roll through the top into the arch, and then back to center, and then do that on the other side. Roll. Really try to focus on the foot staying in contact the whole time. Big, deep ankle mobility. You got it. Uh-huh. A couple more each side. Perfect. Try to be really precise in your movement. So there's no rush to get from one side to the other. The interesting part is the in between. Nice. That looks good. Next time you find yourself facing toward the right, we'll just roll over the top of that foot onto the sole of the foot and kind of lean into that front leg. And then roll back over the top of the foot. We'll do that a few times each side. Roll through the ankle on over to the other side. And then roll over the top of the foot. I actually have a broken pinky toe right now, so that actually doesn't feel very good. I've kind of forgotten until just now. Not really broken, but it is twice the size it should be. I jammed it into something, which is not my nature, by the way. It's very uncharacteristic for me to stub a toe in any way. That's totally not my thing in this lifetime. Nice work. We'll do one more each side and then meet back up in a squat. Nice movement. Really nice, you guys. Great mobility. Looks perfect. And then once you find your way back to that squat, we're going to lift up and end up in down dog, please. So just walk the hands forward, lift the hips. Perfect. And inhale forward to a plank position and lower all the way down onto the belly. Good. Lift the chest and shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together, reach back for the tops of the feet or the ankles, or even higher up onto the shins, and lift the thighs. Good. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together, squeeze your butt to get those thighs way up. Good. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale, release. We'll just take a breath on the belly here. You can turn the head to one side if you like. Good. This is everything we've done so far is combined in this one thing. So bend the knees, lift the shoulders and the chest, bring the gaze forward, lift the upper body up all the way off of the mat. So when you reach back and squeeze the shoulder blades, your feet are magically there. Okay? Squeeze your butt, keep squeezing the shoulder blades together, and it's super active along the whole back side of the body. Nice deep inhale, lift a little bit higher. And then exhale, release. We'll take a one breath rest. You can turn the head to the other side. We'll do that again. So lift the whole upper body first. Squeeze the shoulder blades and the feet end up there. Kick, lots of lift here. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, roll on over to your right side. We're rolling into that armpit, side boob area, not onto the side of that arm. And then notice how easy that bottom leg forgets what to do. Kick into that bottom hand more. Lots of length along the whole front of the body here. Inhale back up onto the belly. And then on over to the other side. Good. Keep kicking into that bottom hand. Kick that bottom foot away from you. Everyone's favorite thing. And then inhale, lift back up onto the belly. Lift the thighs way up away from the floor. And exhale, release. You can turn the head to one side. For one breath rest here. Nice work, you guys. And then make your way to child's pose. Good. No rush. Scoop that belly. Thank you, Belinda. And just come back to the breath here. And reach out through the fingertips, walk the hands over to that right side. Good. Like we never left. And I'll walk the hands on over to the other side. And then walk the hands back to center and we'll lift up to a tabletop. And then we'll do that nice upper back stretch here. Take that right arm all the way under and through over to that left side. Take that left leg out to the side. You got it. Nice big twist here. That same awareness of the breath. Breathe down into the low part of the ribs and let that diaphragm move vertically as you breathe. Two more breaths here. And roll back into that tabletop position. And we'll do that on the other side. Good. A couple more breaths here. Nice. And roll back into your tabletop. Have a seat on the heels. Bring the torso up. Nice work today, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you on Thursday.